Welcome back to BGP Lifestyle, guys. I hope you're having a great day. If you're new here, make sure you click the subscribe button down below right now. Now today, guys, you probably saw a title, you probably saw a thumbnail, and you know, it's really an option. And I know it sounds a little bit freaky, it sounds a little bit weird, but we're gonna talk about that in just a second. Now we're just gonna have a chill video here today. We're gonna jump into the computer and we're just gonna hang out. You know, we got some good stuff to talk about, and I think you guys are gonna be somewhat excited about some of it. And I also think I really want your input on this stuff to see, you know, where you guys stand with the channel, what you guys want to see, what you don't want to see, and just kind of, you know, what's gonna happen, because like I have a lot of things going on up here in my head of ideas for things, but you know, some might not be the best decision, some might be the best decision. I don't know. So let's just jump into the computer and start talking about it. Now you guys know that I was looking at the Audi RS3. This thing was like perfect for me. In my head, this was like the perfect vehicle. I was watching videos, I was loving it. It sounds so good, it's really quick, you know, there's a lot of things like that was just, it was just what I wanted, you know, it felt really perfect. Now the problem here is I fell in love initially with the 2022 2023 models, which you guys can see. This is a 2022 with 4,000 miles on it used, and it's going for, I think they have it like 7,000 over MSRP right now. It was priced like 12K over MSRP. You just can't get them. So it's really been a struggle to find one and everything. And I finally went and test drove one. I think it was actually this one right here, which is just a 2018. And I'm going to be honest with you, there's just something about it. I think it's too small, like going from a Jeep SRT down to a little tiny car. I think as a second car, it would be perfect. But after driving it, I just really feel like it's just not my one true love, you know? It's just not what I want as my only vehicle, especially here with the snow and just the way the roads are. So the Audi RS3 is unfortunately going to be out. It's going to go on the back burner unless I can find something like this where it's like 47,000, 55,000 miles, or even I buy one with higher mileage for cheaper than that, like low, like 30s to 40s area, and then I get something else and I have two vehicles. Now that is an option. We're going to talk about that in just a bit, but in this situation, it's just, as an only vehicle, guys, I can't do it. So let's go ahead and jump to the next one and talk about the Jeep SRT and also the Trackhawk, because that's also something that's obviously in there and something that is, you know, a potential option. Maybe, I don't know if it's something I want to do. But the SRT, now why would I title this video that if it wasn't something that I had in my head? And I think it makes sense when I break it down. So I'm gonna break it down for you guys, and I want you guys to see what you think. So a bunch of different options. Obviously, if I went with like a 2021 Grand Cherokee here, this one's like 70,000, which I'm not really sure why, because it's got 45,000 miles. Not really sure where they're getting the price on that, but you know, it's fine. So if I scroll down here, this one right here is actually the one that popped up when I was on I don't know, I have like alerts or something, and it popped up and I looked at it. So through looking at this, you guys can see 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT with 50,000, almost 51,000 miles for 54,500, like 54 and a half. Now what happens is, right, I paid a little, I think right around 56 for mine. It's a 2018, so a year older, and I bought it with 68,000 miles. So the market is starting to come down on these, which is awesome, but also bad at the same time for me, because I paid more already. So that's where it might be a good idea. Now let me just break it down. So in this situation, right, if I were to finance this and, you know, do some little numbers and some negotiating and work some different things, this would probably be a lower payment than I was paying for my Jeep right now. So that's point one to get a win, right? Like you're saving money every month on the payment. That's like number one biggest thing, right? Next, it's black. Right now I have the white Jeep with the blacked out everything, which is the same thing that I've always had, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of bored of it, man. Like it's hard. Like with this, I could do something cool with it, like even if it's a partial wrap or something like I did with the Charger. I could do something different and you know, make something cool, or just black the entire thing out and just make it like midnight and just like super sick and just like black the entire thing out. But going through it, right, it's a year newer, so you get the newer screen in here, which is something I would do as an upgrade anyways in mine if I do start to build it. Still has the panoramic sunroof, which honestly, like I love it, but I'm also like a hater of it at the same time, because like I want to do a starlight headliner, and with that it kind of makes it difficult. So obviously a lot of the same features. Obviously one thing that sucks, it does have the front bump, the front plate, which if the front plate wasn't on it, that's a huge win right there. But you know, things like this, like the wheels, like obviously they got the same wheel upgrade. You guys are gonna see here in just a second that there is one option that this thing has that I don't have in mind, and that you guys know that I was mentioning that I really want to do, and that's the red seat belts. So I would get the red seat belts because, you know, you cannot find that anywhere. This carbon fiber trim piece doesn't look like it's snapped in half in pieces like mine is, where it's just like awful. I don't know what the previous owner did, I don't know what was going on, but yeah, that sucks. Going through it, you know, I have 30,000 less miles, probably a lower payment or around the same, and also at the same time I'd be having 50,000 miles versus 80,000 almost. So 30,000 miles, a year newer screen, red seat belts, no broken carbon fiber, and yeah, that's like kind of like that's where I'm leaning, right? Like it's kind of a cool idea. I could do some cool stuff with it. All my mods and stuff that I already have would just transfer over pretty much. So nothing crazy. I mean, it's already got the aftermarket, or the sound system like upgrade in it, which is awesome. It says the average market price on this is like 65,000, and I think the Carfax on it was pretty good. Now this next one is kind of like a far-fetched idea of like something that I really personally want. Like I want this as my daily driver vehicle. Like this is an ideal like daily driver for me. Like I'm really big into trucks. I like that, like lifted, put some beefier tires on it, whatever, you know what I mean? Like the Ram TRX is just, you know, something that since it came out, it's just been a love of mine. Of course, you put a Hellcat engine in a nice looking truck, and it's pretty badass. But the problem is that like the lowest I really find them for is like low 80s, and obviously like it's doable. Like I could make it happen, and you know I could afford to do it, but I'd be stretching myself a little bit more thin than I would want to, I feel like, in order to do like mods and just like really be able to enjoy the vehicle and do cool stuff to it. I'd have to like do more budgeting stuff with it. I've seen them for like 84, 82. I'm sure around the country you could probably find them even cheaper, but you guys can see these things are just like, they're beautiful. Like I love this, and I would love this as my daily driver. Problem being the content, right? If I bought this, then there's no Jeep Grand Cherokee on the channel now. I know that that's going to hurt my viewership, but I don't know how big the audience is for the Ram TRX. Like I don't know how many people are watching Ram TRX content. How many videos can I do for this? Obviously a ton, because I did 200 videos for the Jeep Grand Cherokee without ever, you know, stopping or doing anything else. Like I was just doing a ton of content on it. So it's a whole new platform, which is awesome. Where if I went with a Trackhawk, it's the same platform. So I'm shrunk down on the amount of content that I can make, which is really, really difficult. Same thing with what happened with the SRT. Now TRX, awesome, absolutely love it. Price is, you know, you can see average market price on this for similar or whatever is in like actually the mid 70s, which is even more doable, honestly. Like we can get these prices down on these cars if the market starts to tank. Maybe I will hop into a TRX and then buy something else like this, for example, which is another option, buying like a 2012 to like a 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee and building it like an off-road build. Now, if I was going to do this is cheap. Like I can get one of these for between 10 and 30,000 easily. A really good one. If I'm going to beat it up anyway and make it really like really sick and off-road and do something like this honestly could be one of you guys. If this is one of your if this is one of your Jeeps on here, let me know down below. But if I do one of these like off-road builds, I haven't really tapped into that market with the Jeep Grand Cherokee, and I think that's a whole new market that I could hit doing this kind of thing, and see how it performs, have some fun with it, and really do like some cool off-road type stuff. Now that's obviously an option, and it would give me a lot of new content, because if I'm buying like a 2014, like I can swap out the radio, I can put subs in this thing, I can do all kinds of other stuff that I haven't really tapped in on the channel that I enjoy doing, and like more mod stuff that's like cheaper. Like I can do all kinds of stuff like that in the interior. I could tint it myself. I could do a lot of different things that will really expand my horizons, as far as like I'm not scared to break it. Like on my SRT, I don't want to do anything crazy, because if I break it, it's like it's expensive to fix, and like you know, it's just my daily driver, where if I had like a second vehicle to do cool stuff to, then you know, it's an option. Now if I were to do something like that and I buy something for say $30,000 or less than that, then I could go ahead and do something like this and buy like an older Scat Pack charger, again have the power of that for like 30,000-40,000, and then also have a Jeep for like 30,000 or whatever it is going to be, a truck or whatever, and I have two different vehicles, two projects going at once, and still I'd probably be paying less than I'm paying now for my current payment. So that's like always an option for me, and you know, I think that might be cool to do. It'd be bringing in something different. Same thing with the TRX. I think it would be super different. I know a lot of you guys would like to see the TRX, and I know you'd be excited about it for a bit, but I don't know if you'd stick around as like strong content all the time, like doing really cool stuff. So I'm not really sure which route to go, guys. Like I said, I have a lot of different options here that I can do, and a lot of different things, you know, that I could choose to do. Like I said, if I do the multiple vehicles thing and I get rid of the SRT, get an older Jeep and get like a second vehicle, something like this, or even something like this, if I could find one cheaper, used, whatever it is. I mean, 47,000, you get that thing. This one's at 72 months. If you can get that even up a little bit more, that's at 6%. You get that down a little bit, 20% down, whatever. Like, you know, there's options, boys. I don't know, man. I just don't know what I want to do, where I want to spend the money, like what I want to, like, obviously if the channel was continuing to grow with the SRT, then I would step it up and get something else like a trackhawk or something, and it would make sense. But the channel's been pretty consistent because I haven't had any new exciting stuff. Like, that's the thing, I haven't really changed up the content. I've just been doing the same thing, and you know, it's kind of leveling out for a bit. So that's where I'm really trying to figure out what I want to do, guys. Like, do I want to do this? Do I want to trade it for another SRT and really just go all in on it and have time to do stuff? Now, I will say that I really want to mod in SRT, like not just like mod it, like I want to mod in SRT, like I want to wrap it, I want to do a bunch of cool stuff, which I'm actually going to record another video right after this one, which will probably go up Wednesday or something. If this is going up Monday, then this will probably go up Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, something like that. So the next video coming up after this one, I'm going to go through an entire build list of things that I have planned, break down the costs and everything, and how much it would be for me to do an entire build on my current SRT or one of these new ones if I were to swap it out and get something different. But just like an SRT build, how much it would cost me to get it exactly where I want it to be with all the different mods and everything like that. It would be pretty pricey, so I'm gonna break that down because I want to calculate it and see. So we're gonna go ahead and do that in just a minute actually, and then that will come out for you guys next week. So let me know what you guys think, guys. There's a lot of information being thrown at you, and I'm not really sure. I don't know, guys. Like, there's way too many options. There's this, there's the SRT, there's the TRX, possibly, if there's like enough content for me to do with it. I don't even know if it will like be worth the money. There's like lifting a 2014 Grand Cherokee, doing like an off-road build, which I think would be really cool to have and do some stuff with. I think an RS3 would still be fun, but I need a second vehicle. So it's like, do I get an RS3 for like 40,000, 45,000, something like that with a bunch of miles, and then buy a huge mileage like 2012 Grand Cherokee cash or really low payment, and just like it evens out where I'm spending less than I'm paying now, whatever it's going to be. Let me know what you guys think down below, because I think a lot of you guys can have some really good input on these kind of things and different ways that I could be doing some stuff. So let me know down below. I do appreciate it. Make sure you like the video, of course, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace. Got deposits in my pocket, better hit the store. Rockin' polo designer, just down in Tommy for. Put the all on my shawty, she like, give me more. Time to change up the Texas I used to wait before. Knock foreigns with all of these ponies, give me more. It's just crazy, these commas, cause I was broke before. Ain't shit ever